ain't no intro, because we already tried to do this before. Basic information. Last podcast we just tried to do, basically, what's a good word?
Hmm?
What's a good word for it? No, let's not say that. I'll just go ahead. Okay, so last podcast we discussed how Blind Prophet was a fake person, and we discussed why after I discussed who Blind Prophet, who Blind Prophet is, who is Blind Prophet, who who Robert Parker is, Parker, that's my name. It is. Then Son's gonna do whatever he wants to talk about, and then after he finishes that, he gonna talk again, and then I'm gonna just and that'll be it. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, plan.
All right. So starting off, I'm not 20, be 20 next year in May. I'm 19 right now, sophomore year, actually a junior. Don't go to Tennessee Tech. Um, Took a bunch of L's that y'all already knew about. Their names Kimberly, Brittany, Precious. Y'all probably already knew that. If y'all don't knew that, y'all know them as Asian, light-skinned, Hispanic. That's all y'all really need to know. Uh, Kimberly was the Hispanic. I was in free food in her phone. I was free notes. Brittany was cool. If supposedly was cool. Then she ended up having a boyfriend staying in the dorm at 3 o'clock. Precious seemed cool, but she ended up also not being cool. Well, I guess she is cool. I don't know. She got a boyfriend now. Good for her. A lowercase L I took is this chick named Oriana, who I was also free notes her. Worst part about it is I asked her for notes once. She was like, "Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work." The dream didn't work because I never got those notes. But like a week later, she texted me again, like, "Let me get some notes," and I did send it. It's just a bad move on my part. Why? So I met y'all in 9th grade. It's about 14 years old, and then there was a 2. You only can refer to her as a 2 because of what she is. Y'all need pictures. I got y'all, but I can't put a picture up on the screen for obvious reasons. Or on this video, I should say, I can't put a picture up. I don't need to put no picture of her so she can say something about it. You don't call her a 2. She ain't a 3. She ain't a 4 when you're drunk. She a 2. That's it. And to fuel her self-esteem, she basically just decided to destroy mine, and it worked. So like every year since, it's been this self-doubt, which young Scorpio can attest to. If you're asking how she did it, basically made fun of everything I did, and also called me ugly. And before then, I'd never been called ugly. Even I didn't take into consideration the fact that she was ugly then, but doing the thing, it had never happened before except by another dude, and he was ugly, so he didn't matter. It's a whole different, like, me and him had this conversation before. It's one thing when a dude tells you something, and there's another thing when a girl tells you something, when it comes to like appearance or anything else. Past that, I'll go ahead and tell the rest of the story I was telling. 7th grade year, met Cabricia, y'all know her. A few of y'all know her. Only one of y'all. Well, he knows her. Another one of y'all know her. You know, y'all may or may not know who y'all are. A certain someone referred to you as my biggest fan. I think you probably the only person that knows. But that's a neutral case because I had a chance, I just didn't take it because I didn't believe I had the chance until later when you sit down and think about the situation, like how you sit back, you have a conversation with somebody, you sit down like an hour later and you're like, yo, I could have said this and this, and then it would have been perfect. My point would have been made. Well, the same thing happened 12th grade year. sat down, thought about it. It's like, you know what? She probably did want the D. Well, not the D. She, well, maybe she did want the D too, but you know, she wanted something more, I should say. Um, 11th grade year, there was nothing really. Well, also 12th grade year. Remember the chick Big Lips I was telling you that worked at Walmart? I forgot about this. The Big
Super
Lip
cool.
chick from Walmart.
Yeah,
She
because
used
you
to.
just call her Big Phillips without
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. Her real name is like Tarnacy or something like that. She was flake caming me in 10th grade, but not as often as the chick I'll talk about in 12th grade. We'll get back to that. The, the, that happened. I haven't told you that before. Learn something new. Fake claiming. They would be like, we had a teacher named Hamby, Mr. Hamby, Mark Hamby was his full name. He would, when she made the fake claims, he would interrupt and be like, you don't even like her, do you? No, I wouldn't say nothing. 11th grade, nothing happened. 12th grade, met chick who were light skinned chick named Unique. I already told you about the college stuff. Unique, owed me $50. Extremely cool at first, then around let's start talking. Came back to the school. The interview, Miss Rouse, is on my second account, YouTube account. I can link that. I will also link my Twitter, Instagram, blah blah blah. Y'all can see that. Ain't got that many pictures up. Two of the pictures I have up are pants, because I like my clothes, which is another point I explained about in the first try, but since this is a second try in use, uh, then we had Walisha, which is her name. She was another one that she was the main one that fake claimed. Like we went to, I forgot the name of it. I do know Zach broke into there. Him and Cameron broke in, and they got like in trouble for breaking in there. But we went there on a field trip to our grade year, and she was like, "Yo, don't you go there on her boyfriend. I can't be following you." She ended up pregnant. This is her second time pregnant now. Not by the same dude though. She had a boyfriend. She was claiming me too. Uh, oh yeah, Kiana. I didn't even think about her. We not Kiana's not worth mentioning. Well, she is, cause I just not thought about her. But she exists. I didn't want her. She's confused. She didn't know she wanted dudes or girls. But that's a whole different story. I got y'all the details if y'all need it, which y'all don't, cause I don't know nothing about y'all. Uh,
Okay,
yeah,
hopefully they
that's
will tell you something about it.
that's 12th grade year, and yeah, like I said, I already told you about college. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. I got asked to prom by the 12th grade year. Got asked to prom by the the fat chick my dad's tired of seeing, and by somebody who wants to remain anonymous about it. Called
Hell
her.
no, I said that shit.
You know, Squirt says she like a used condom and on prom day.
You look like a piece of shit in the car. Sorry.
So maybe it was a good thing I didn't go,
No.
but uh that's about it. I already told you why. I just told you the full story, and y'all go. It's a simplified full story, but y'all get the image. I don't need every detail. Y'all get the image. L's almost happens, and more L's.
Yeah, like so, I gotta give son a round of applause for being brave enough to let y'all know who he is. If you out there, and hopefully, if you know him and he's very accepting, share your life with him. He ain't gonna judge you. So he's just like, he told me about himself when I first met
Years
him. I
ago.
remember years ago. And I've been knowing for a long time. I've been like to a lot of y'all. I've been lying to y'all about him. I don't feel bad because it's his privacy. I was protecting his image and everything. Whatever you over the internet, you can be whatever you want to be.
Facts.
And I could have played off who I was a long time ago, but If you looked at my YouTube videos, you pretty much almost know everything about me. I am uh, openly bisexual now, so that's the truth. I ended up in a situation. I'm not gonna give y'all whole details about what I've been through, what I do. If you know, you can make up an image of yourself what bisexual men do. I probably done did it except for snort coke or did drugs. But for me, there's with other things. I've been, like I said, pretty much open. So if you check my YouTube videos, you probably can see anything else. But if you haven't, I'm not gonna give no more details because certain things I like you gotta keep to yourself. You don't have to give whole things. If you seen me on YouTube, you see my face. I know what I look like. I'm this I look like the snowman sometimes. It's cool. And my dating life right now is currently invisible. You know, I ain't got no chick laying in my bed with me at my house. I had a chick that I talked to. I'm not gonna say her name, but you know, good luck to her out there. Who I met her on Tinder, and you know, I was talking to her back and forth. She ditched me, stood me up. Actually, stood me up twice, and I was stupid. I was stupid enough to go back and hit her up again and apologize for doing something I ain't do. This past few weeks ago, I finally just, you know, ended everything with her and any type of communication and deleted her from Twitter. There was another girl that I used to help out. A lot of y'all may know her name was Ty. Y'all do know about her. And still, you know, last time I seen her was a month or two ago when she had an interview at my former job. I did get a new job, so homeboy doing good for herself, finally. And hopefully, I'm nervous about the new job, but I'm happy in the same time because you're making a hell of a lot more money and being able to take care of myself. Um, yeah, but back to Tanisha, you know, you know, I wasn't simp, but I helped out because I did tell Robert over there that it's hard calling him Robert, but son, that you know, I was lying to her at one point that, you know, I was there, I done told them about you, this, that, and the third, you about this job, and really at the serious time, I wanted to be evil and spiteful and revengeful towards her, about the way she, you know, she didn't give me the opportunity. So, you know, I manned up and apologized, and he was right, and told, you know, helped her out and helped her get a job interview, put a good word in for her, and she got the job interview. She didn't even have a resume, and I printed it out for her and everything, and so it was just me helping. It wasn't just to try to impress her anymore. I did express my feelings too until I felt about it, and I got she was flattered. So I wouldn't, you know, I was expecting that. I was just glad that I was able. I guess the only other thing, my persona on Twitch was mainly false. Yeah, my name is Dale Daniels, and I have like 16 Facebook accounts. Reason, and yeah, I wasn't straight all this time. I used to do radio, and I was a bisexual guy. So when I really came out, the son over there, he was one of few people, and I do have to give credit to cousin for accepting me as a bisexual because, to be honest, I know a lot of the people on Twitch that I seen how they interact, and when they found out CC was gay and everything, they were just like these homophobes, to be honest. So when I met Son and I told him I was bisexual, and I was nervous to tell him because, to be honest, Son is like my best friend, and we talk pretty much about, like, he know everything about me. If you want to know a vote about Scorpio, that's who you could go to and find out probably everything I done did. There's a lot of shit I done did that I ain't gonna disclose because a lot of y'all don't even know. Now, if you want to share some of your shit with me, then I'll share some shit with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the guy I gotta go. But I'm not finna put everything out there and you just be like, oh, you know, I know this about Scorpio. I know this, but it's like losing. It's like, you know, I got 0 and you the winning team and you got like 50 points on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's always cool to keep some things to yourself. You know, I'm not in the public eye anymore. I mean, I've never been, but I'm not as public as I used to be. My Twitter profile, some of you can access it, some of you may cannot. Because I blocked some people on there, and reason being because I was protective of his privacy as well. Because I know some people will snoop. And next thing you know, oh, this so and so right here. Oh fuck, now I can't answer. You know, so yeah, it's just all I did anything and everything to protect his privacy, and you know it was hard, but I respect him. So only other thing is a shout out, and it's a weird shout out, but I got to give a weird shout out to Rampage. And
The
I know he
goat.
probably won't listen to this. What'd you say?
I said the goat.
The Gold Rampage, because I'm not sneak dissing, and I hope the person may be listening to this. He may not like me after this, but I'm not, you know, just saying. It was a certain person that didn't like him, and I didn't like. To be honest, I didn't like Rampage at one time because I was like, dude, don't ever come to Fonte chat, you know, cousin chat and everything. So I did not realize like, oh, we'll be in CC chat, and I was like, man, why he don't ever come to chat? And so it was a stupid reason for me too, not to like the young man. And I apologize to him for it. He probably don't give a fuck anyway. Don't blame him. But it was somebody who basically dissed the shit out of the young man. And Rampage is probably as real as you can get. You know, I gotta even give it to cousin too that they will expose certain things to you. I cannot deny that. And you know, a lot of times from his thing, he come in and I seen him and Blind and interact, and it was like you see the best of friends interact, and he was honest about it. So, but it was just like at one time a big thing where people got unmodded because somebody skipped the song, and then this guy got mad, and then he talked about the young man like a dog, like, oh, I can't stand him, you know, I feel bad for him, and he said he felt bad for him just because of the way the man looked. And you don't do nobody like that, man. If Twitch is that serious for you, and the attention from another man is that serious for you, like, that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna diss you because you skip a song. And I'm not finna like not interact with a so-called friend because somebody else in there talking to him that I don't like. You got no reason not to like the young man. He is real. He tell you about his L's, the girls he's pursuing. And I got to give it to Blind. He talk about when me and you talk, right, son.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about girls. What most thing you always say you get?
L?
What's what you get L? And what you always tell me and always debate? I was like, no. You always tell me about, you know, what your future may turn out with girl.
You want me to answer that?
Yeah.
The answer to that is alone.
So
Y'all
he
y'all
always
y'all
say
like
he's
get that from the Twitter name.
yeah, like, you get that from the Twitter line, and I don't believe he's gonna be alone, to be honest, because he's an amazing guy. You know I'm bisexual. I ain't attracted to him like that. That's like incest. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't nowhere in hell I'm gonna be trying, because he like, to be honest, this dude is like a little brother to me, and I care about him more than probably I care about my own little brother. And you know, we've been there for each other. Hell, I've been there when I had my bipolar moments. Sometimes I'm like, yo, how do you put up with my shit? You know, but we both have our things where we could come to each other and just be ourselves. You know, we ain't got to put up no front and everything. So, you know, you do get some people who gonna brag to you about how good their lives is. And to be honest, sometimes you got to take in consideration some people's lives ain't that good as yours. So when you brag, it's like a slap in the face. Some people don't want to hear that all the time.
uh, on a side note about that, when certain people brag, encourage other people to brag, and so then it's like now you gotta keep up with them, or else now that you're gonna be bragging to you to be kind of seem like gloating.
Yeah, it is true. That's true, because it's like they gloating. You're right about that. It's like they gloating like you know. I done had people tell me, and you know, some people tell me about all the girls they get sometimes, man. And I'll be like, shit, I ain't getting shit. Like I don't got nothing to look for. I wish, and sometimes I'll be like, I wish I had their life. I wish I looked like them, so I could get the girls too, so I could get the attention. And they don't have proof, but I can't have no choice what to believe in. And then I come in with my sad story. I get cheated on, stood up, you know, get talked about because I'm fat and all that. And it ain't nothing good, but this person, then you get people that continue to gloat about their success. And sometimes you got to be considerate. I mean, I'm not saying being Debbie Downer with me, but hey, lift your boy up sometime. Give me some, you know, maybe I should go after this chick. Tell me how you doing. Because some people, you know, I ain't gonna even lie, know this. Somebody gave you some advice to be mean to a chick though. If you would have took that advice, I would have disowned the shit out of you. Like, yeah, I've been mean to her, so be considerate. I think that's my whole thing. And shout out to Rampage for being a real dude. And shout out to Robert for coming out and saying, "Hey, this is who I am. I'm not gonna live no glamorous life." And the dude, I ain't gonna lie, Robert, a lot of you know, he go to work all the time and he go to school. That's public. And this dude work his ass off. He goes to school 5 days a week and he works Saturday and Sunday, but he don't take no days off at all. And when he come to getting something, when it comes to material things, he get it. Like I done seen homeboy go out and get a car and then you know where he came from with it, but he had a new car one day. Oh shit! So that shit inspired me, dead ass fam. Like son done seen me grow a lot. Where I went from working at Kmart, and you know I gotta publicly apologize to son because I banned him in bird chat one time when he talked shit down there working at Kmart, and you know he laughed about it. He didn't take me serious. I was serious. So you know he seen me. So we seen each other grow. And he worked at Kmart, so he experienced the Kmart thing.
For a month.
And for a month, then he just left. Yeah, yeah. He ain't called. You know he got held hostage by another place. Unnamed, but you know he does his thing. That's one thing I can say about him. He gets out and work, and if he want a new car, I wouldn't be surprised if he popped up in a Civic.
Getting
That
in a
shade
Civic
though.
like Precious. So
So
you
I
got
think
it.
my closing argument. You
Go
say something?
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna finish it off. I'm just say congratulations to him. I'm happy. And if you got anything bad to say about him, I'll find out. I will unblock your numbers and I will text you. I will probably call you. You know, so now all seriously, we being real with y'all. You ain't gotta tell us everything about you, but if you wanna judge, be real with us for a little bit. That's all I gotta say.
So that's it.
If you bring up another topic, I have one.
I'm gonna just say, like I said, first of all, I'm gonna edit this, putting timestamps in for y'all. I got y'all. uh,
Yeah.
Second, like I said, Twitter, Instagram, that'll be in the description. Third, I was gonna put up a bunch of pictures of me being lame when I was being lame with these chicks texting them, like how I ended up doing Unique's work and stuff like that, and she owed me $50, but I never got it, and I ain't complained about it since then, and except the son, and mostly as a joke. I'm not expecting that $50. I don't care about it no more. I didn't care about it then, cause I was doing it like, yo, if I do this, I can get the chance. Just like when Kim giving notes to Kimberly, helping her get her A or B, whatever she got in the class. It's like
Mm-hmm.
first day, like I was telling him, first day two dudes rolled up. One of them was bigger, had a skinny dude in the back. The bigger dude, he get a hug, interrupted me, even though I was being lame. It was a suggestion given to me afterwards that made a lot of sense from another dude named Jamichael. That's my boy who only date white girls or black girls who act white according to him. But he gave a suggestion afterwards. Made a lot of sense. I didn't think about it then. Should have did it. then I would have never met those two dudes. And the big dude, the one that got the hug and even greet me, interrupted me, even though I wasn't getting nowhere. And the dude in the back is the one that said what up to me. Disrespectful. I was gonna do that. I had one where the Asian chick was talking about how great I was. That didn't come to fruition, of course, because she started dating a drug dealer. I had one about the second light skin, Precious, or I always say that name. Talking about, oh, I don't like people from chat because they like to talk and I don't do much talking, and you're not like that, and blah blah blah. She said that. A few days later, she stopped talking, and then a few days later, on Snapchat, she's like, yo, I'm glad I stopped talking to people from chat, nigga. Direct contradiction. I can't screenshot a Snapchat. I might put a few of these screenshots in the description. Yes, I did send a Kappa to a chick because I know one of y'all mentioned that before. I find it funny. It wasn't an actual Kappa, it was the actual picture of the Kappa. Made it even more better. Joe finds the fact that I send Kappas hilarious.
That shit annoying.
See, son. Joe finds it funny. Joe's a beast, by the way, even though he got a big forehead. His chick followed me on Instagram. Try to follow her back. She still ain't accept my follow back. I don't get why she would follow me and not accept the follow back. But yeah, that's about it.
I mean, I got admit, like, I got my last thing. I agree, because I'll be like on some. That's one way to piss me off sometimes. I'm a Kappa. I'm like, what the fuck? Picture. Now, they added emoji for it. I wouldn't have no issue. I just never did. Like, cause they used to use it so much. Like I told him once, and they still do. I'm pretty sure he texted to other people and shit too. One time I was gonna block his number. One time, like, hey, you know what? I lost my phone. But no, it ain't good. It ain't just. It's to the point where I'm just like, I ain't gonna lie. To me, I guess to me, Kappas, which is no disrespect, but kind of stupid. And so, I guess everybody got their little things. Like I used to use the equal face sign with the what you call it a lot of the time. A lot of people didn't like that. But I guess with son was saying, like, shout out, he told me a lot about his homeboy. Like, son know a lot about my probably know everything about my life. I think he probably know my social security number. I wouldn't be surprised. But he knows so much, and I don't mind sharing it with him. And shout out to he let me know a lot of his, friends, not personally, but he told me about a lot of. He got a homeboy named Jaleel who was like Goat City, and I admired the young man. Like, son play jazz and do music. He living out his dream. He wear cowboy boots. Yeah, he was on. Yeah, he did. I was like fangirling out. Like, damn, he on there with us with his little saxophone. So it's all about following your dreams, and he following his dreams, and as well as son over there, he's doing what he needs to do, psychology major, and I'm just somebody that's floating right now. So I'm just trying to find the next wave to go. And I'm gonna get back to losing weight, and I will be running for president one day in my life. I may not win. I'm gonna try. I'm getting in government. So I think my final statements is, be comfortable with being you. I mean, Twitch made a lot of us, the hype, like Son said, the hype that people gave us from Twitch, builded us so much that we just lived these lives. They seen us living, So we were just like, yeah, I'm finna be damn Scorp. I get all the chicks. I EV. Never ate V. I ate ass. I never ate V. So I didn't do that. That is a confession. So, and I ate V. I can't say I did, but I won't say who. That son knows that, and if he ever want to disclose that one day, he can. But it's been a wild ride, and I've been knowing him since he was young. First time I met him, we played GTA, and his mom was yelling at his little brother in the background.
Yo, shout out to Harambe according to him. Harambe's still young.
Oh yeah. Like his brother says that I'm not from Chicago. And his brother don't believe that I'm from Chicago. His brother told me that there are no guns in Indiana. We don't have no guns. And it's like so me and him needs to argue about that. Like his brother was a little beast in 2K. And shout out to cousin for taking that ass whooping against me and like taking the ass whooping with me against Blind and Clark when we played 2K13 and that.
That was me and Carl.
Carl, yeah, Carl. They're like 15-game losing streak. Like him and Carl just beat our ass that time. So, and, I just appreciate the realest of the real. And to be honest, y'all probably won't. Whoever listening to this and y'all out there, y'all probably won't see me on Twitch. And if this is the last time, y'all probably won't hear from me anymore because I'm just going on with life. Life's good. I'm gonna do some shit. So I give fan appreciation for doing this podcast with me. We did the first podcast, sounded kind of cheats. So hopefully we'll do more. And I do have a question for you, sir.
What's that?
Before we go, what made you want to reveal yourself now?
I mean, there's no use in keeping it. It's not like, oh, I want to relieve myself. Like, cause at the end of the day, I already told y'all a lot to almost get rid of the persona completely. Like
Yeah,
y'all know about the L's. Y'all don't. Well, I haven't told. Well, you know that I will blame myself for the L's in most cases. Like, yo, I was lame, which y'all can see it. You can probably get it from the messages. I don't know. I feel like they give off a sense of being lame, with especially with the Hispanic and with the second light skin. The Asian, the few screenshots I have of that, I barely responded. I got like one response and it's like, you cool, something like that. You won't get it. You won't see much of my response to that. And I did screenshot when I talked to the first light skin. A few of those. I went and re-screenshot that today. Dedication for y'all. And y'all may or may not even see it. But yeah.
I gotta give it to him. And when he used to tell me about it, I think he was a lame. It's all a certain of appreciation. That's all. People getting to learn about you. That's the thing. And you know what? He my homeboy, and I tell him I love him all the time. And I think it'd be probably I'll never hear him say he loved me too, but it's okay. Yeah, he like a little brother, and I always with people, and I tell cousin the same thing that I love him. With people that you got in your life and you truly care about, you tell people that it's like, you know what? Somebody need to be told they love everybody and that they think that somebody care about. But yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna go watch some Chatterbait. And thanks for having me on the podcast.
Gonna say some stuff and then end it after this. What else gonna say? Just read out. Just to I can't speak now. Just to re-emphasize, I should say. That'll work. I was not a salutatorian. I was a valedictorian. I can upload my speech one day, probably soon. I got y'all. I am a sophomore. This is my sophomore year, but I am a junior because I took the 1 credits already, going into the next semester. So that's beast. So didn't mention the chase from work. Y'all should already know about that. And that's not like when I can put into stage. Well, I could. It's college, but one of them that keeps trying to friend zone me, even though I'm not trying to get her. I don't even know she probably not trying to friend zone me. She keep bringing up her boyfriend who just has to have the same name. She's cool, but she's not worth mentioning. The other one that I'm taking the L with, the one that somebody told me to be mean to, taking a class with her next semester, that'd be beast. Yeah. Like everything else would be in the description. Good?
I'm good to go.
Alright, peace. Nah, that's to some of y'all. I said to some of y'all. Yeah, I'm finna end it. it's gonna end. So, like, they don't need much from me.